let's grab ourselves a link. Chat participants. No. Here we go. Deal with this later. What I would like is a link. Here we go. Link. Copy link onto Facebook. Okay. There we go. Let's get the Windows XR plugin. That's not what I wanted. Darn, I clicked too quickly. I'll remove it and then go get the plugin manager that I actually want here. XR management, implementations, import to project. I don't think we need that. Legacy, no. Subsystems, no. We're gonna go into here and go and that's not what I want. Show previous packages. Alright. Let's go into manager. Grab ourselves initialize XR on start. That's fine. And we're also going to want which version am I? 2019. No, I want 2021. So let's pop this out and go over to our non-gaming projects, VR prototype. Yeah, that's the one. Remove from project. New project. 3D. VR Fun. Let's just call it VR Fun. And create project. install management plugin. I am in 19. I did it again. Click too quickly. Click too quickly. Alright, let's get rid of this. Remove project from list, yes. And then go check out where it is. Unity projects, scroll down, VR fun, kill VR fun, there's no fun being had, and try that again. So, once again, VR fun, and 21, VR fun, there we go, create project. Here we go, that's what I want to see. You made that. Yeah, you made the channel. There we go, I'm loading the right version of Unity this time. This. Did I just... Oh no, that's right, it has to reload. Alrighty, so let's go into the package manager again. I'll click on the little gear. That now exists because I am indeed looking at the right version of Unity. Enable pre-release packages. Yes, please, I understand. We're also going to update Visual Studio Editor in the hopes that it helps things. It is encouraging me strongly to do that. And then we'll go over here and do Unity Registry and scroll all the way down, grab our interaction toolkit and install that. Let's add ourselves a little XR rig to our scene. Just leave it called XR rig. Okay, keep it nice and simple, I think. Let's see. Alright, there it is. It's at 000. Tracking mode, we're going to use the floor because that's the thing I enjoy doing. And we're going to go and select this packages. I think I forgot to add something in here. Samples, default input, we're going to use that. Default, here we go. Defaults, we're going to go into that, get these. So I have access to the left and right controller stuff and input manager here. Good. So let me remember the video that I did before myself and go into presets manager, add default, and we're going to add a controller action based. Have one for left and then add another one for right. And the preset we're going to use is left and right as such. Now there was another step and I'm forgetting it, so I'm going to refresh my mind in my own video, because why not? Your videos. Yes, I would like to see it, and I only need the last little bit. Okay. And then there's another step, XR, creating XR. Yes. Right, input manager. Got it. I remember now. Okay. So, I should be able to kill my XR rig and create a new XR rig. No, wait, how are you? Right here, I want to add in the input action manager, and in the action assets, I'll be able to just grab and drop these in, do a little save, and now we're good. I got what I was looking for. Here we go. Alright, so now I turn on all my VR shizzle whistle. Should be good. Is it? No. Where is it? Here we go. I am now in VR, and I want to maximize this on play, and we're just going to select play and make sure everything is working before we move on. Okay, let's see. My hands are here. However, it looks like it has not taken it. So I'm seeing like the world. I'm not seeing. Control is currently not tracking. Yes, that's fine. It's under a input to game view in order to track post devices in editor play mode. I'm sorry, what? Lock input to game view in order to track. Open XR project validation. Alrighty, so I forgot a step. Please move over here. This is here. If I select these and click on my left hand, I do have things in here. I haven't set that up yet. XR rig is here. I'm using the floor as a tracking method. Project settings, left, right. Okay, if I just click on it again, does it connect? In order to track pose, I think I know what I did wrong. Let me see. So if I click on here, I do have XR selected, and I have stuff, obviously. Fix all, edit, interactions, properties, HTC Vive. I see. I forgot a step. There we go. And now, if we click on play, I should be able to go into the world of the VR. Yeah, it looks like I can. Here we go. Here we go, and I have hands, which are big old sticks. And we're in the middle of nowhere. Well, let's give us a nice game space to... Oops. Let's give us a nice game space to play around with then. So many cables in VR. Let's lower this. Okay. Good. Let's see, what do we have on the asset store? What do we have in our package manager? I want a little bit of a scene to play around with. Just something pretty, I think. My assets. Fantasy landscape might be nice. What does this look like? Oh, it's very pretty. Okay. And if I click on import, I have FBXs for the trees, materials, prefabs. I have prefabs, that's pretty good. Textures, materials, prefabs, a demo scene. I'll go take a look. Fancy environment. Something pretty. Oh, let's go C&D demo scene. Okay. Nice little forest scene. Collisions, camera, environments. Let's see how the floor was made. Terrain. It was made with the terrain tool. Fair enough. Let's... Cube. What is this? Oh, the boundaries. Okay. And the camera. Okay, well let's grab this. Copy. Just go back to our scene. something quick and dirty, so paste, to have something to play around with. So my XR rig is where? It's down there. We're gonna bring it over here. Place ourselves at this little intersection, I think. And just make sure that the square itself is above the ground. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so now if I save and go into VR, there we go. Got a nice, that's interesting. Got a nice little scene here. Flowers, trees. I'm sorry. Oh, this is interesting. Could it be that there's object pooling? And it loads when I start turning my head? It's that tree right there that's doing this. Interesting. I'll take a look at how the game files work because this is weird. This should always be there. Alrighty. Okay, so let's minimize this and find out. I'll take my headset off and do this. Oops, I'll do this manually. Alrighty. So all I need to know right now is if what's happening. Oops, here we go. Headset off. What are you making today? I'm, can you hear me well, by the way? Oh, apparently it's not catching the music for some reason. Oh, it must be getting it from the headset. Device. I would like to take it from the speakers. There we go. Now I got music again. Can I type in here in my own chat? No, I think I have to go to YouTube for that. Here we go. When you speak towards the mic, yes, and there's static in the background. Darn it. I'm trying to use the microphone that's on my headset itself because it grabs a little bit less than that's around me. But I could go back to my Yeti if it's too distracting. Let me know. Yeah, and so if you missed it right now, what I noticed is in this scene that I put together, I grabbed from the asset store. When I turn my head this way, there's I don't know if you can see it, there's a shadow that appears and disappears, and I want to know why. I have a feeling that there's like object pooling or something. It isn't loading in real time. Okay, that's not right. No, I'm checking. Put this side by side. So, if I turn it here, it does seem to, the shadow seems to appear and disappear. However, in the scene view, it is just always there. So, maybe it's a lighting setting that's doing this? Maybe it's the VR headset itself? That seems a bit weird though. It's load object when off screen. Yeah, it like auto caches it, but it's a bit weird. Do you know if there's an an option to just say, tell it to like not to do that? Rocks, wind chimes. Wait, this is terrain? Oh. Okay, this is in the terrain thing from Unity. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So it might be the terrain tool from Unity that is causing this. Maybe there's something baked into it. Let me have a quick look. I don't remember where, but there's options and probably has something to do with your clip plane on the cam. Oh, on the cam you say? On the, yeah, okay, let's check that out. Okay, so clipping plane is quite near. Physics camera, clipping plane near far, depth zero. Rendering path, use graphic settings, target texture, target eye, target display, mixed perspective. Okay, don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, it isn't a clipping plane, I don't think. I guess I could change it and see what happens. Look at that. Main camera too, it does affect it. Okay, so there must be something on the camera then that's doing this. What if I like push it further away? No. Okay, that's not the clipping plane, which is what I thought. Viewpoint rect. Okay, let me look this up. It's gonna be bothering me. It's not super important, but it is going to be bothering me. So, camera, Unity, guess I could have this on the other screen, so, terrain, elements, disappear when not looking at, terrain disappears upon zooming in. Interesting. Unity terrain bug. Segments of terrain seem to disappear. Okay, let's see what he says. Disappear / flicker. Remove occlusion culling. If there are several cameras rendering a scene, disable all except the main. Disable custom shaders if any. If nothing looks blah blah blah. I don't think that's what we want. Unity, let's go VR, camera, shadow. Let's see, shadow under camera, no. Camera stacking, URP, realistic shadows in Unity with the HD RP. Shadow distance. What is this? Use shadow distance properly. Determine the distance from the camera up to which. Okay. Lighting, graphics, lighting, shadow. Let's go take a look. So we'll go into that. We'll go into maybe it's general for lighting. Rendering? That makes sense. Lighting. Here we go. Lighting settings, none. Environment, okay. Don't quote me on that, it's the last message. Alright. Environment reflection source. Source is skybox, resolution 100. Yeah, okay, that's fine, I think. Light probe visualization, display and weight. I kind of want to just stick it in URP and see what happens. Lighting settings. What happens if I click on that? Shadow mask, bake, real-time lighting, real-time global illumination deprecated, real-time environment lighting. What's that? No, that's not the answer. Or it doesn't like me doing this in real time, which is possible. Ambient occlusion, compressed lighting, max lighting. I may also just ignore this for now because I feel like I'm getting further away from what I wanted to do initially, which is just mess around with VR. And now I'm worrying about a shadow. Okay, auto-generate? What's this? Either it does nothing, or it doesn't like that I'm doing it while in play. Let's turn that off for a moment. Let's try turning this on and trying it again. No, that's not it. Okay, I'm going to ignore this for now because it's not, it's distracting me from what I wanted to do originally, which is mess around in VR. Okay, let's put this down here. And, yeah, do exactly what I said. So, I now have, let's just create something in the environment. Cube to mess around with. I want to know if there's collisions and such. 3D objects, no XR. I want a grab interactable. There we go. Let's put it at 0. Oh no, that's right, 0 is super far away in this map for some reason. Let's put this down over here. Over here. There is a rigid body. There is a grab interactable. Okay, let's pop into VR and see if everything's working. It should be. I already have everything set up. And then I'll look into getting some sort of hands and perhaps changing the way that you detect the selection for just like oops, sorry, literally grabbing stuff. Okay. Alright. VR on. Hands, please. Hands are there. And I can, yes, I can indeed pick it up, toss it, it lands there. I think the thing I love most about VR is I can, like, come down, like, pick something up, look under stuff. I really don't like this shadow. It's bothering me. But it does it on all of them. I'm gonna do a test actually for the shadow. Maybe it's a terrain. Okay, I'll test two things. One, where the heck that box went. And two, if these terrain trees are the reason that the shadows disappear. Maybe I have to do it differently. I haven't played around with terrain a lot. Grab interactable. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's just falling forever now. So does the terrain not have a collision? Terrain collider. terrain data, and that should be fine, I think. Okay, I want to test the shadows. That's been bothering me. So is it, if it's just the terrain giving me shadow issues, check your shadow distance. That would be in lighting. Rendering, lighting. Let's keep lighting up. Shadow distance. Maybe in light itself? Cookie size. Where would shadow distance be? On the mesh, I think. It is using the terrain component though, which is why I was going to do this and make myself a big old cube. Monolith, spelled like that. That is definitely how monolith is spelled. I'm certain of it. Here we go. And I just want to like do it on purpose. That and I'll place it around the same place as the tree and see if that one is affected. I want to know if it's the terrain thing, essentially. Okay, so that's the thing here. Mesh renderer. Oh, I think I see it. Shadow receive, cast shadows on. Light probes, anchor override. I'm not seeing what you're talking about, the check your shadow distance stuff. Let me check it out. I want to see the box first. View. No, you see, I'm seeing the shadow for the cube that I created, but I'm not seeing the shadow for the tree of the terrain. So I think it's the terrain component doing this. They use the trees a bit differently. Alright, it's just a little distracting. It's not the end of the world. But I guess I could go into the terrain. Let me think. It would be... Oh. Let me turn this up. Here we go. So it would be in the terrain section of the, there's probably a window for it. I haven't, like I said, messed around with terrain much, but I would be able to then check to see if the shadows work differently, because yeah, this is really distracting. Alright, let me put this up. On the mesh, I think, rip. Okay, what was rip for? I'm sorry, I only see what you're saying, like, once I take my headset off. Oh man, I have never actually used the terrain tool before. I know it exists. No, not that. Terrain. There must be an extra window for this. I can't believe there isn't. Shadows working on the monolith. Oh yeah. Well, I kind of expected that. I had the impression that it might be this tool that I just haven't used much. Ooh. Okay. Mesh resolution. Texture resolution, lighting. Oh, okay. If I click on trees, what do I have? Okay, so it has to be one of these settings. Shadows, yeah, I read that already. Brush size, tree density, tree height, walk width to height. These are very pretty. Okay, if I go into here, I have tree detail object, draw, bake light probes for trees. If this object is enabled, Unity will create internal light probes at the position of each tree. These probes are internal and will not affect other renderers in the scene, and apply them to the tree renderers for lighting. Otherwise, trees are still affected by light probe groups. The option is only effective for trees that have light probes enabled on their prototyping prefab. Ooh, they are all prefabs, I see. So I should have access to this in here. So I'm thinking maybe there's something different between this and the monolith. Okay, so if I click on this, let's go through them one by one. So cast shadows on. If I go here, it should be yes on. Receive shadows on. If I go to here, it should be on. Contribute global illumination. Interesting. This one is on, and my monolith is off. Let's turn this on. Let's make it like the tree and see if the monolith affects like the tree. And if that's the case, then we know that that's what's happening. Light maps. Light mapping 1, 0.5, 1. Oh, scene. Okay. Scene default. Okay, you have a few more things. Scene default parameters. But it is set to that. And then in probes we have blend probe, same. Per object motion. Okay, let's check to see if the monolith starts acting like our tree for shadows. And then maybe it's just the light probes. No, it doesn't. The monolith is here. And the shadows should be appearing and disappearing. What if I take my trees? Oh, they don't all... Okay, what type of tree is this? This is birch, it looks like. Okay, this one, deciduous, and oak. A deciduous doesn't have it. Let's turn these off, the light probes. Just for the hell of it. And then I think I'm going to drop it because, like I said, it's just yeah, it doesn't help it. It's on and it's off. Well, that's not it. Anyway, not important. Turn the light probes back on and just ignore it. I could also just make my own scene, put some trees up, make it a little bit more nice. This is terrain brush, new brush, raise or lower terrain. What is this? Create neighbor terrains. Okay. Lilith, in VR with trees I had issues with shadow flickering in and out as well. Yeah, do you remember where? Like, did you use they occlude behind you and stop casting shadows? Yeah, or even just to the edge of your view. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Only on NVIDIA for some reason. Okay. Amazing. And this is in the terrain, the terrain component that you were having this issue? Because if I put like just an object into the world, it seems to just work. How much of a delay do I have between chat? Oops. Maybe a little bit of delay. Like, oh, I really haven't touched this terrain tool enough. I kind of want to. It looks really powerful, but trees. Edit trees. Add tree. Okay, I'm adding them here. If I select a tree. Oh. Oh. Mass placed trees. Oh, that's so cool. So I can like say, oh, I want a tree and I want a brush size of a little bit of fuzziness and make it like 3. Nope. No, I have to go here and then I can brush size. Oh, I see the brush size is here. And then I can add a tree. Oh, this is cool. Okay. How do I remove a tree? Yeah, just using terrain. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so this is a terrain specific issue. Did you ever find an answer to that? Otherwise, I'm just gonna move on. I just put this in to be pretty. I didn't even want this to start with. I just wanted something to look at. Let me see. Version control. That's not what I want. What do I want? I want package manager. I want my packages, and I would like to refresh my list. I have more packages than just this. Fantasy Skybox. There was a huge delay for some reason. Yeah, I haven't solved it yet. Ah well. I didn't want trees to start with, to be honest. Let's get rid of the trees. I'm very much into having some nice fantasy skybox. That sounds amazing. I wanna like a little comfortable little housey sort of thing, considering it seemed to be video card vendor specific. Jeez. Alright, that's frustrating. But good to know. My TV and with an AMD RX 560 does not occlude the shadows from behind me. Oh, that's so frustrating. So it's just NVIDIA. Oh well. It's like, yeah, it's like it's trying to save on space by being like, if it's behind you, just don't show it, but because it's not showing it, it's also not rendering the shadows. I already did that, right? I think so. I got distracted. Yeah, I did that already. Oops. Close please. Fantasy environments, fantasy skybox. README. Is this important? Features, compatibility, availability, YouTube, skybox free, release nodes, added. No, these are just notes. I think I'm good for that. Classic. Yeah, let's go for that. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I'm very much into this. Cube map. Import settings. Can I just drag drop this? Oh. Oh, yes. What else do we have? Moonless. Oh. Oh, it's Yen. It's Yen. We need to use these in the little thing that we were creating. Oh, they're so pretty. I should have checked out my... I should have checked out what I had. Something like this. It's like almost morning, I guess. Oh, these are so pretty. Like, props to the artist that made these. Oh, there's a new message. It's that really dense forest world I uploaded to VRC. Yeah, it's probably some kind of optimization feature, but it's just failing to work right in Unity. Yeah. Usually you would have like access to this sort of thing, be able to say don't cull it out or have it so that it's at a certain distance or whatever, but I don't want to put more effort into this at this point. I just want to move on with having a nice little scene, and then I would like to get to a point where I can like have little hands and pick stuff up, which I've done before but I haven't done for a little while, so that's going to take a little bit longer for me to refresh my memory on. Let's see, what do I have here? Acid Hunter, Aurora. Aurora's pretty cool. I would like... Oh, I definitely want these. These are fun. Yeah. Import. So with 2021, can you output WebXL stuff? Can you output WebXL stuff? That is what I want to do and play with. When you say WebXL stuff, what are you asking? Like being able to make XR on a web page? Let me finish loading here and I'll take a look. Can I just move this over? Yeah. So if I go to build settings, I do have access to WebGL, so I can poop this out for a web page. If I go to project settings, go down here. Let's see. XR. Yeah, I can do stuff on here. Android settings. I have AR Core, Oculus, OpenXR, Unity Mockup, blah blah blah. I have Magic Leap 0, Oculus, Windows, OpenXR, Windows Mixed Reality Feature Group, Windows Mixed Reality, and Unity Mock HMD. It seems like there's stuff there. Yeah, I've never done it. These are the features I have out of the box. I can do a quick Google search for you. Let me check. So, WebXR Unity. Unity 3D WebXR, how to use WebXR to build VR, blah blah blah. This is in 2020, so there's a video right here. You may want to take a look at it, how to set up WebXR with Oculus Quest, how to get started with WebXR. It looks like you can. I've never done it before though. Answers your question. I'm gonna go back to seeing if I can find a nice little bunch of assets that I can make myself a nice cute little scene in. Let me see. Bones, dynamic water, which is pretty cool. I've used it before. Easy mobile. Environment sprite pack. We're not using sprites today. I gotta try playing with it. Yeah, I've seen most of the main search entries for that. Okay. Yeah, you just have to put time aside and go for it, really. Fantasy plants. Oh, these look pretty. I'm gonna wait though on that. I'm not gonna download that right away. I like the skybox, but not that. Free fantasy tower. Okay, fantasy medieval houses and props pack. Okay, well that's not quite what I want, but we can come back to. Goblins and cannons. Load more. Show me everything. What do I have? Ah, cool. We have ourselves our first our first bot of the morning. Hello, bot. Low poly animated characters. Modular asset. Yeah, I remember that was very cool. Got some trees. Newton. I have so many of these things that I got through a humble bundle at some point. Procedural fire. Yeah, why not? Update. Fire is cool, right? Import. Drag that in. Rain AI. RPG Polypack, I remember that, but it's not interior stuff from what I remember. Set asset. Here we go. Simple UI. Snaps Art HD. Asian Residential Buried Memories Volume 2 Construction Site. Well, these are some nice assets, but they're not the kind of thing I'm looking for. Got a nice little spider. Steam VR. Stylized water shader. Blah blah blah. Toon shader. That's pretty cool. Visual novel stuff. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Ooh, witch house. Is there only the exterior? Because I would love the interior to the witch house. It looks like it's exterior though. Let's see. What do we have? Loading 3D model. Okay. I could have a little witch house. Yeah, there's nothing inside. Okay. Okay. So let's go to open game art. Browse 3D art. I'm just gonna write witch. See what I get up with. Witch. Spooktober. Alright. Oh, I see. It's a little platformy thing. Okay. Spooky 3D. We have some mushroom stuff. We have some other stuff. What about interior? Let's see. Ooh. Sci-fi. That's not quite what I was after. May have to make do with what. Unless someone wants to make some 3D art. Oh, actually, Etienne, if you're still on stream, do you remember where you found that pack for the magic stuff that we had? Because that could be a good little pack for me. Yeah, I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Alright. Interior crocodile. What? Did I miss that? Where do you see interior crocodile alligator? Modular. Space pirate. Human space. Medieval small. Modern bed. There we go. I have no idea where you saw that. I'm going to yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that. What is this? It's just the exterior again. I have moving movie theater. Okay, sure. It's a meme. Ah, I see. I missed the reference then. Let's make a floor. Lyrics from a really awkward rap. Oh god. Alright. Oops. Which way is up? Oh, it's Y. Let's put this up to like 2. No, let's put this up to like 3. Oh. Yeah, let's make it exactly the space that I have to work with for the rig. That'd be pretty good. Oh, my music just died. Yes, I'm still watching. How dare you question that? Okay, it's gonna start playing again soon. So I got myself a little floor. Maybe I could get textures. Let's do that. So, browse, textures, let's write floor, and see if there's wall grass, etc. Tiling, textures. I messed up the lyrics. Okay. Let me see. Medieval floor, hand painted. Ooh, hand painted. Ooh, this is pretty. This is pretty. Yeah. Yeah. I like this. Let's see. We'll create ourselves a folder, called it art. Go into here, put one for environment, let's say. Run ment. And then we'll go into that and we'll create ourselves. No, we'll drag drop the texture in here for now. And that's not the best way of doing things, but I don't need to do it well. I'm just doing it for testing purposes. I'm actually kind of tempted to stick us in URP. Oh yeah, let's put this back to 0, 0, 0. Yeah, okay. Back to 0, 0, 0. Grab interactable. Also put this back to 0, 0, 0. It's not, music's not playing. Hello? music. I see your interior crocodile alligator. And I also see that I no longer hear anything because it's coming out of the HTC Vive. Don't do that. I see, so you guys...
Alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator.
Jeez, it's a song. Interior crocodile alligator. Gotcha. I see it now. I don't know why my sound randomly switched. Does that math check out? I don't think so. What am I doing? Oh, that's the interior. I see. Let's just make a big old interactable. Oh, I see why I made it so. Yeah, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Alright. 4, and this one I want to move down to 0 points. Minus 0 points, yes. So the floor is a floor. I'm going to really quickly create myself a... No, I wanted to make an URP. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't make it an URP. Let's not make it an URP. Let's not make it an URP. Floor. It'll be so much simpler this way. So let's just do that there. I want really flat texture-y stuff, so let's just do that. Drop this on here, and I'll have a nice floor to work with, and I'll create myself some walls. So let's create a empty game object, call it environment. Drag this, oops. Make sure environment is indeed set to 0, 0, 0. Put the floor in the environment and create four walls. Cube, here we go, and you know what actually? I'm going to copy paste the floor and put this at 3 and put this at 0.1. Here we go. This will be our wall. Okay, so 0.50 and 0.50. And this is the direction I want to go in, so 1.5 and 5. Yes, okay, so this is wall. Is this still no copyright music? Yeah, okay. And we'll create 3 more walls. Move this over here. So that's 155, so minus 155. 1, 2. Move this up here. Make this 3. Make this 0.1. This should be 0. This will be 1.55. Here, and actually let's duplicate this instead and put it to minus 155. Here we go. It looks like there's a little bit of a cut here, but I just want to see if all is good in VR with our new world. So let's just check that out. There we go. So, ooh. Oh, that sky is very pretty. Hello, Ada. Where's my couch? My couch is right here. Okay. So I have a nice little area to work around. Just, oh, this is a chair. Okay. Where's the, here's this desk. So my desk should, oh, that's a cat. My desk should be around here somewhere. Here's the desk. Cool. So I have a nice little area around here to play around with. I can put stuff. I'd like to have a window right here. Maybe I'll get into Blender real quick. Just make this scene that is 3x3, I think I decided. Do a quick scene just to have something to play around with. Have a nice window to see the sky outside. Yeah, I think that'll be good. and then I'll go on to the hand stuff that I've been putting off all this time. Very cool. Let's open up Blender. Do I have massages? Doesn't look like it. If you're asking me questions right here, because I'm working and not always listening. Oh my god. Apparently, one of the viewers of this channel isn't actually listening because he has work and like actually important stuff to do. Unbelievable. That's okay, it's him. It's okay. That's probably totally fine. Alright. Now, I need to remember Blender. If I take this and I select my cube, I should be able to put this to 0.5 because it starts with a cube that's 2 by 2 if I'm not mistaken. So we now have something that's 1. So I'm going to grab this, grab the, oops, where is the surface? Here, surface, and move this up by 0.5. Yes, that's the floor. So I'm going to move this down by 0.1, minus 0.1 to go down. I'm going to move this down by 0.5. There we go. And now if I select this, that should be at 0.5 currently. It's 3 wide. So it should be at 1.5, because 1.5 plus 1.5 equals 3. Unless my brain really is that bad today. Here we go. So this should be the area we have to work with, I think. So this would be my floor. And I'm just going to rename this to floor, because why not? And then I'm going to duplicate this. How do you duplicate in Blender? I forget now. Copy, paste, floor. Cool. This will be walls. Sure. And let's just move the walls upwards. Walls. Here we go. By 0.1. So we're flush at the bottom there. And then I can like select these. I wanted it separate because I wanted 2 different materials on it, but I'm realizing I could have one object with 2 different materials on it. There's no problem with that, so I may be doing this a stupid way. Let's just get rid of this actually. Delete, and we'll call it magic room, sure. And I am going to be getting back into edit mode, selecting our faces. Here we go, and we're going to do a little extrude. How does this work? Oh, that's upwards, isn't it? Okay, can I do it this way? Oh. What are our other options? Along normal, that makes more sense. Okay, so let's move this out to 0.1. Maybe I want thicker walls. So 0.3. That's 3 meters. So I think those are fairly beefy walls for 3 meters. Let's select all of this. And we're going to extrude upwards by 3. As such. Oh, I like this. This is 3 upwards though? That doesn't sound right. so the extrude doesn't give us quite the right units. So we now have our walls here, and we're going to really quickly select that. Select this. I want to have a window, so let's put a little inset face. As such, we're going to grab this and make this a little bit smaller and a little bit taller. It'll be a nice, pretty large window, I'd say. And now we're going to bridge them. Bridge, bevel, inset, extrude, loop cut, bevel, edge, smooth, spin, poly, knife, right click, bridge, here we go. That's what I wanted. The only downside is that because this side was bigger than the interior, these are a bit messed up, so select these, do this, bring them closer together. Yeah, it's fine. It's far from perfect, but it's fine. Okay, let's select this and create a new edge, extrude, no, maybe this is what I want. Cut loop. Okay. Let's make it kind of low poly. Grab this and this, move this up. As such, and we'll take the edge in the center and move that just a little bit as well. Have a little archway thing going. Yeah, and then I can look out from my little magic room to the nice sky that we have. And should I have a second one? Maybe I need a door? Maybe I need a fake door just to give ourselves the impression that there's more to this place. Let's do that. So I'll select this and I'll just do the other extrude. As such, not extrude, I'm sorry. Inset, yes. As such, and we're going to, you know what, actually, no. Select this, loops. Just do that, as such. And then I can grab the face. No. Yes, please. Thank you. And move them together a little bit. Nope. This one. Move them together a little bit. As such. And I'll add another loop in this direction. Why not? That doesn't need to be optimized in any way, does it? There we go. Let's do a little extrude maybe. Just for a door frame. And then I'll have a little inset face. There we go. And we're going to scale this inwards as such. Take the edges from up here and move them down a little bit as such. I'm then going to select these faces. Going to select these faces. What do you think? The VR headset is actually quite heavy. So, I'm not sure what the best way of doing this is, so I'm going to do it a stupid way, and we'll just deal with that. Oh, what did I click on? Oh, front. Okay. Move this down a little bit more, and then we're going to select this door, do it the super unoptimal way. So extrude region, and we're going to extrude it that way. Then we're going to do insert faces, and we're just going to give it a little crack. As such. Then we're going to extrude region again. As such. Give ourselves the impression that there is like a door frame here. Maybe give it a little handle. I'll put a little nubbing on it. I should be able to add a circle? No. What am I doing? Don't add a circle. Add a cylinder. UV sphere? Sure. Oh god, that is way too big. Ecosphere? Let's go with this. Here we go. Hey Lilith, if you're still there, could you've played around with Blender quite a bit if I remember right, could you tell me what the hotkey, if there is one, to like focus the camera directly on the object that you currently have selected is? Pretty please? Ourselves a little house here. Door, a window to look out of. Kind of wanna lip to this. Let's keep with the stupid way of doing things, because I don't intend to ever use this ever again, or like have this in a video game. So let's just give it a little lip. As well. It's probably a faster way of doing what I just did, but it works. I want a deeper window. Oh, that looks good. Something like that, I think. There we go. And we'll select all this and make this lip chunkier. Yeah. Okay, that's all we need. Probably don't need all this mesh on the outside, actually. Let's get rid of that. And what's underneath? Makes no sense to keep that. Oh. Because it's VR, maybe I do want to leave that there, actually. Because you can stick your head through it, probably. Alrighty. Do this and take the lip outwards as well. So you can like stare out the window and daydream, I guess. Let's move this upwards, and then let's... Is there like a collapse? Bridge. It's not quite what I wanted. Oops. Okay, well, let's do this like this. Just grab these things and make a... actually not these two. And make like a roof-ish sort of thing. And this sister online. Go there if you want to if you want to get a virus, I expect. I can do that after. Okay, let's just continue bridging stuff for now. I am probably just creating horrible mesh, but that's fine. I want a room to do stuff in, and that's the important part. And I'm not super familiar with Blender, so do this. There we go. I have an interior, exterior. Perfect. Alright, so, not this. So, materials. I'm gonna have one material. And just call them different names so that we have different things with different materials on them. So this one's going to be floor. This one's going to be wall. I'm going to create one for, I think this is how it works. It's close to how it worked in 3 max though, so hopefully this is good. Have one for wood. Just like this part and the door frame. We'll have one for the door itself, so let's call it door, and we'll have one for the door handle. There we go. And now if I select my magical room, I select the floor as such, yes. I should be able to just... Is that not how that works? Can I do assign unset? Okay, what if I want wall and I click unset? Okay, I better look this up quickly. So, Blender assign material to selection. How do you assign material to selected faces in Blender? That's what we want. Go into edit mode and make sure the selection is on. Yes, select your faces, yes. In the materials tab, click on plus to add new material. For the object, or select one if it is already there, name it. Click assign. Okay, so assign. That should have the floor. If I select everything, it's only what is visible. Good to know. Okay, so I'll take all of this. All of this, all of this, all the exterior, and do wall for now, so assign, and then we'll go in. So this here, here we go, and the interior as well. Select. Make sure you're on that so you don't move it around. Select. And we're going to have that as wood assign. Here we go. And these are still floor if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And this is going to be wood as well. And there was a hotkey to select larger, but I can't remember it right now. So I'll do it the slow way. Actually, Blender row selection without numpad. Control plus numpad. Oh, I see. Okay. So Control plus. Yeah, that's what we want. So wood assign. This, we're just going to select the whole thing. Door handle assign. This here, we're going to do Control plus, and we're going to make that the door assign. And then we're going to have one for the ceiling, I'm thinking. I'm not sure what we'll give it, but we'll give it a new material. export ceiling and assign that to the ceiling. So, though I visually have nothing in here because I was lazy, and I probably should do that actually. Floor, let's give it different colors. So floor will be a gray, a darker gray. Wall will be a blue. Wood will be a green. Door will be a red. Door handle will be a white. Let's leave it white. And ceiling will be a pink. Okay, and if I remember right, there is something that is making it so that I can't see the colors in here. It should be fine though. I should be able to see it quickly in Unity. So, turn this off. Select Magic Room. Let's save this somewhere. It can be like on the desktop, I think. And we'll just call it Room. Save Blender file. And then we're also going to export this as an FBX. And we'll call it Room FBX. We're only going to want the mesh. Let's use the experimental because it should be the right side, and export FBX. There we go. And now we'll art environment, put the FBX in here is what I'm thinking. Here we go, event powered file. Let's go grab room in desktop. There should be an FBX room, and drag that off this in here. Okay, and if we put this in our world, ooh, it's very blue. Okay, so let's get rid of the environment we have currently. Put the room here. Oh, we have different colors. Look at this, door, wood, wall, ceiling, floor, door handle, they're all there. So I'll be able to go into materials and put the floor material on the floor. And the back wall actually uses the floor material, and I'm seeing that it's stretched, and that's not what we want. Okay, there's a few things I need to fix up. So this, all the walls still use the floor, it looks like. Okay. Alrighty, well that's okay. Let's go back into Blender. That's why I didn't close it. Select, just go in. Here we go, and select stuff. Like so. And this wall as well, and these are all going to be wall pieces, including the interior to this. There we go. Just make sure wall is assigned. Thing number one. And we're going to save that and just, I should do it so I see the textures. Ah, there we go. There, yes, yes, yes. So this is clearly floor, this is clearly door handle, we have this here, this is wood, sure. Maybe I should make this floor, actually. Floor sign. So this, and this, and I haven't done much UV stuff in here either, so let's test this out. UV, and we're going to... UV, unwrap. There should be one. What if I just click on unwrap? That seems like it makes sense. Okay. I could also select everything, UV, unwrap. Ooh, no, I didn't like that. Live unwrap? No. Okay. So, it's live unwrap. Continuously unwraps the selected UV eyelid while transforming pinned vertices. See what happens. Start to make some edge loops. Are they? No, they're not called edge loops. I forget the name now. select those. Don't select these. Don't select those. Okay. So if I go here and I create, there should be mark seams. Oh. I'm starting to remember how this works now. Okay, let's select the seams then. Select this seam here and we'll do mark seam. Where did I see that? Mark seam. Mark seam. It's K apparently. I should be able to see something better. Texture paint? No. Modeling, layout, shading, rendering, shading. No. Compositing, scripting, texture paint, UV editing. Wonderful. Okay, can I mark seams out here? Maybe that's what the issue is. Vertex edge UV. Mark seam M. Ah, there we go. M. Nope. Capital M? What? That's not what I want. Okay. So UV M. UV M. Mark selection. Okay. Sure. We could do it this way then. Mark selection. UV mark selection. Mark stream. Mark seam? Mark seam rather. UV mark seam. And there's going to be a seam here. So let's mark that seam as well. Go and mark seam. There we go. So now if I select these things, just this, and I go to UV unwrap, there we go. Go. We've got something going here. Alright, so let's get the floor, because that should be the easy part. Seam. Here we go. Floor. Seams. Alright. Sure. Select. And just go into here and do a quick unwrap. There we go. just do a quick unwrap. Okay. Does it create seams for me if I do it that way? No. It's interesting. Okay. Excuse me. Alrighty. And what happens if I take this and just do unwrap? Is there not a type of unwrap? Could I not do a box unwrap or something? Export? No, I think I need to do it bit by bit. UV unwrap. Interesting. Why is it on its side? It's upside down. And we'll do 180 flip. And unwrap. Sure. Go in the middle. As such, we'll do the same for the door. I'm not going to worry too much about the issues, I think, that I'm clearly creating right now. So, move this 90, put this up here. This, and this, and select one more. Ooh, if I do an unwrap, oh okay. What if I take off these? Looks like it selected some stuff underneath as well. I don't want the underneath stuff. Shoot. If I do unwrap. Okay. No, let's not do it that way. Select this. I effectively just want a plain unwrap, so unwrap. There we go. Select this. Rotate -90. Okay. This. This, and this. And I'm going to do another unwrap. This, and we'll do an unwrap. There we go. So I got most of it. Let's do the ceiling as well. This and this as an unwrap. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. This and this unwrap. There we go. This. This. Unwrap. Here we go. It's a bit weird. Doesn't matter. Okay. So, save and select export as FBX. Room. Lower this. And we are going to just swap the room out with the room that is now updated. Room blend, room FBX. Replace file and destination. There we go. So it's taking the right things, and the floor looks okay. So let's get ourselves a few more textures to work with here. One for the walls. Let's go back to hand painted stuff. reconnected. Sorry about that, I got a little disconnect. Wall. Hand painted looks perfectly fine. It's a little bit more gross than I would have liked with the fungus growing in it. This is a little bit better. This is more what I'm looking for, I think. Tileable wall. Drag drop this in here. We'll call it wall. Materials. Materials with an M. Let's see. And we're going to select a room. You know what? Select room here. So I'll have one for floor. I'll have one for walls. Apply. Ooh. Okay. And the wall is going to take the tileable wall texture. Okay. And it's not going to be reflective. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Looks a little bit weird, but maybe that's a lighting. Or the texture itself. Okay, so the floor is a lot darker than the walls. Maybe we want to darken it artificially then. Something like that, just make it a little bit more consistent with the rest. We'll have something for here, so let's get ourselves a browse 2D art. You know what, let's do it differently. Here we go. And we'll have wood. I'm sure there's a hand-painted wood somewhere that we could use. 2D art. 2D art. Really? Maybe it's because I'm not in textures. Let's go to textures. And search. Yes. Okay. Hand-painted. Ooh. It's nice, but it's actual planks. Maybe it'll be a good ceiling, though. Let's grab it for the ceiling. Okay, let's see if there's something that fits a little bit more for, like, the door. That could be a good door wood, or, you know, windowsill wood, maybe. Oh, it's on, okay. I see, this is a texture. Well, we don't want that in the interior though, so maybe not. Hand-painted woods. Might be able to reuse the same wood in a different way. Smooth wood, ooh. You know what? You won me over. Here we go. Here we go. So we've got a whole bunch of these. Let's do the frame wood. Let's create, what are the kinds of things I need? Let's see, wood, yes. Door handle, oh, we need something metallic, okay. Door, which will also probably be wood. Okay, so let's have this for the door and this for the other pieces of wood. I think if I select it, if I go create and go material, it doesn't do what I want it to, so let's just call it wood. And we'll add it to this and remove the softness, and then we'll have one for door, material, and we'll take this one for the door, and take off the smoothness once more, and let's go to the room and drag wood onto wood and door onto door, apply. Ooh. Ooh, the unwrap is not very nice on this. Okay. What about the wall? The door rather. How's the door looking? Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, door. Wood. Okay, I see. Let's put this here then. Okay, that's a bit better for our wood. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Then we'll have something for the ceiling. So let's create a material for the ceiling. Ceiling. And we'll grab the wood texture for the ceiling. Take this off. And room ceiling to ceiling. Apply. Well, that's pretty good. I don't hate that. And something for the door handle. So finally, material, door handle, and we're going to give ourselves some grayness, give ourselves some metallicness, something like that. Or maybe we want like a brass handle. Let's see if I can find a nice brass color. Something like that, maybe. That works. So door handle, and then we go room and door handle onto door handle and apply. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice little VR scene in here. It's a bit dark, as one can imagine. So let's see if I can be lazy and just grab someone's already made candle. 3D art. Medieval candle. It doesn't fit the style. What is this? Oh, it's an entire room that I could have just picked earlier. Alright. What else is in here? Alright, let's write like hand painted. See what comes up. Oh, crate and barrel. That's pretty. Yeah, let's drag this in. Art environment. Let's put like room and drag all these into room for now. And then we'll have one for props. Doing it really messily, but that's fine. So all of this, just put it into props. Cancel. Actually, let's do it this way. Yeah, no, cancel. Thank you. It's still freaking out. Cancel. It's gonna do them one by one. Cancel. I regret it doesn't like me unzipping stuff directly into Unity. Should be one more. Two more? Ah, there we go. I need to click on the X. Show and explore. Props, and we're going to do the same thing again, and it just works. Thank you very much. So now if I take a crate and I stick it into environment and I put it to, oops, how big is this crate? Absolutely enormous. Wow. Okay, crate mesh, model, skill factor 1, let's make it skill factor 0.0, apply, crate mesh, it's still absolutely huge. Okay, point, it must be like 100, ooh, actually, you know what, if I click on this, I revert, okay, scale 1, no, that's weird then, because usually they would have made it normal size, but that's fine. Free assets are free assets, so, and we'll create a new material for this and call this crate, and crate diff into albedo, turn this down, and crate in the crate while we crate. Crate mesh, move this over here. Rotate this. You know what? Add in a mesh collider so that we can drop stuff on it. It is convexed, so don't worry about that. And we're going to make this 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5. There you go. We now have a nice crate in our room, but I'm still after some sort of lighting. Maybe I could use like a floating particle system. It'll fit with the magic-y theme that I was going for. And it looks like I don't have an enormous amount of choice in the matter. Okay. How about just light? Ooh, light crystal! I kinda like this. A blend file. Okay. It doesn't seem like it has like textures to go with it. So let's carry on. Alrighty. No. So let's make one in Blender. I give up. So this has been saved, and now I'm going to create a new general. Sure. And this will be a candle. How did I spell that? Candle. Here we go. And we're going to once again go down the path of probably the stupid way of doing things, and grab this and move it down to like 0.2. How big is a meter squared? So move this down to 0.5. This is a meter squared. Okay, so let's make it that big. Okay, so we can grab the bottom and move it up by 0.1 maybe? 1.5, here we go. So it goes to the bottom here. Do we need the bottom of the candle? We do not, but I'm going to leave it there. And what I'm going to do is grab the edges over here and do a simple bevel on it. Just a nice octagonal candle shape. Leave it fairly low res. And I want something, oops, faces, a little lower. So, select, 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 select. From the normal, please. As such, and then I can move this up to like something like this. And then I'll do insert face, move it down, and a little bit down, I think. And then another insert face, like such, and then move that down some more. Ooh, that's a pretty chunky candle. It's a bit bigger than I wanted. Something like this, I think. It's still chunky, but it's like not insanely so. Alright, so let's give it a little bit of... Let's remove this part. I shouldn't ever need to see that. And just kind of give it a little bit of... like the wax is leaked out on one side over here. And a little bit, oops, a little bit here, but less, I'm thinking. Could you please? Thank you. Go over here. And I'll sort that part out after. There we go, this one here. Float out a little bit that way, and then we're going to move this almost to the candle. This kind of float out like this. Alright, now everything here, we're getting rid of it. I initially wanted to keep it, and I'm realizing that's a dumb idea. Let's not do that at all. There we go, and then we can move some of these down vertices. Here we go. Like that or something. Move these over and down and just down and then just a little bit here. Something like that. Like there's a candle and at some point it melted, and I'll put a little flame in the middle. And this is just too neat. Let's mess it up a little bit. Candles are never that neat. There we go. There we go. I kind of like this. So it'll be lower on the side where it's melted a little bit more. Maybe this can be a little bit lower because it also melted here at some point. I'll move this down a little bit more. Or something like that. Here we go. We got ourselves a nice little candle. So, candle, select, go into here, have a little export, FBX. You know what? I was going to leave this like this. Yeah, let's just leave it very polygonal. Not question it too much. FBX. In mesh. Documents. Drop it on desktop. Candle, FBX, mesh, and transform, export. There we go. Now we can have ourselves a nice little candle in here. So if I go back over to desktop and I pop up props as well, I should be able to just grab my candle FBX, drop it into here, and it should appear. Here we go. We have a candle. We'll have a candle material. So let's have material and call it candle. And the candle will have the material candle put on it. Not that way though. Import. Okay, it's fine. I'll do it. I'll just put the candle into scene. It's actually a pretty big candle, but I can scale it down. And then in materials, I can put candle material and move this over to the windowsill. I'll put it on the crate. Put the candle on the crate. Down. Stick it a little bit into the box, maybe. No, let's leave it like that. Okay, and the candle will have some smoothness to it, and let's give it like a waxy white color, I guess. Something like this. What was metallic? No, no metallic. Height map, occlusion. There's definitely better things we can do for this candle, but what I want to do is go over to the environment art, fantasy environment, hovel studio, procedural fires, and URP and DRP. Ooh, prefabs. Sure, let's drag drop this into here and see what it looks like. Ooh, it's a big old fire. Oh my god, okay. That's a bit intense. Okay. Put this in environment. Let's just put a light on it for now. As such. Grab, and we're going to add a new empty object, call it lighting. Directional light, put it in lighting, and create a new light. Point light. Raise that up to here. Shadow types, hard shadow? Ooh, yes. Okay. And I should have near plane. Yep, 2 is almost 0. Okay. I should have more control in here. Point range 10. Here we go, and we're also going to make it kind of yellowy orange. There we go. As such. Something like that. The light's coming from our candle's wick. That isn't visible, nor is the fire. Well, that's fine. Okay. Let's see what this scene looks like in VR now. Because I haven't been in VR for a little bit. So press on play. Lighting in here, but then again the light is coming from that direction. Now, what the heck is in front of me if I go into here? Aha, chair. Let's see, can I bring things up? I cannot. There we go. And just move the chair outwards. Okay, I want to see out of my here in the real world. Okay, so I see a very polygonal candle here. Wax candle, but it's not the best, but it's okay. The chest is okay as well. Lighting is pretty good. Alright, I've got a nice little base here. You know, 3 meter by 3 meter room to live in, do stuff in. Could have like a bed here. I don't know exactly what the story is behind this this world. My headset was a bit off. I don't know what the story is behind this world, but with COVID going on right now, being locked into a tiny room is relatable. But I have a nice sight outside at least. The star up there. I love these clouds, they're so fluffy. They look really nice in VR. And here's a question. So, something I haven't tested yet since 2021 is, do we have any sort of... I guess I didn't put colliders on this, but I was going to say, do we have any sort of collision detection, or can I just stick my head through stuff? So let's find out. Yes, I can. Interesting. However, I am hitting stuff in the real world. Alright, so you have a nice little room. And I know in Unity it looks very small, but honestly, like, my couch is here, so I can't go any further. My chair is here. So this is essentially where my computer is, I think. And I should be hitting stuff soon. Here we go. My computer desk is right here. So this right here is my computer desk. My chair is over here, so my screen is probably in this area. Ouch. There's a cupboard here. Then Vero's desk is around here, so it doesn't seem like a lot of space, 3 meters by 3 meters in Unity, but once you get into VR, you know, you have some comfortable space to move around. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Where's my box? Didn't I have a box? Did I kick it? Maybe I didn't put a I didn't put a collider on the room yet, so the box probably fell through the floor actually. Ooh. There we go. So, I have something to play around with now. Just gonna really quickly, before I forget, select room, mesh renderer, mesh filter. Also gonna add a mesh collider. It is not convex. And I'm going to double check that is the reason that my box fell through the world. It should be. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Here's the box. And I should, because I've done this. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's just drop it on stuff. See, that has a collider. This doesn't. To put a collider on that. But I can toss stuff onto the walls. And actually, if I just take my headset off for a moment and go into maximize and select grab interactable. Here we go, interactable. Throw smooth, throw angular, throw velocity scale. Yes, I should be able to stick it up to 10. Here we go. And maximize this once more so you can see what I see. And now, if I pick it up, okay, that was way too high, and I just sent it through a wall. Okay, so there's a few things I need to do. Rigid body, we're, instead of having collision detection to discrete, we're going to stick it to continuous dynamic, I believe. Should make it so that it can't just send it through colliders. Oh, apparently, while I was in VR, I missed some drama between the cats who are currently physically right here. Yeah, so I can toss it at that, and if I toss it out the window, it just flies out and falls forever. Very cool. Yeah, I have a little base to work with now. I can continue on this. Alright, it is currently 1:13 p.m. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to take a little break, and I probably will get back to this afterwards. But I don't know if I'll be streaming. I'll see at that point. So, for those of you that are still there, thank you for being here. If those of you that have been here, thank you for taking a look. It was cool, and I will do it another day again for sure. Goodbye!